if we can actually play this game.
And you are going first. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so tunnel storeroom is a thing, but also menagerie isn't a thing. But apothecary storeroom highway, is that a thing? Feedom is not a thing. Is hoard a thing? Things are things, and some things aren't things. Apothecary storeroom highway. How do I feel about that? I mean, apothecary draws a lot, and storeroom helps you get to your apothecaries. And it also helps you get... You could even play 2 storerooms? Ooh, that looks really good. With an Acropolis, that looks really good. The alternative is just getting a lot of golds and some tunnels. Apothecary can be very fast. I open storeroom apothecary. That should be very fast to set up. Should be really fast. So 2 storerooms, apothecaries and highways. Okay. And against that you have... what? The tunnel storeroom plan. Well, how good is that plan? The thing I'm worried about with that is it gets a lot of tunnels. I think I want to go engine-y. Apothecary storeroom. So storeroom apothecary. And then my next shuffle, or storeroom potion, and then my next shuffle I get an apothecary. I get another apothecary by turn 6. Turn 8, I've got a high... Ooh, he had 5-2. By turn 8, I've got a highway and a few apothecaries, and I'm rolling? That seems too fast. Okay.
Hi. My stream is not doing well.
Yeah, I don't
Potion,
think...
huh?
I don't think 5-2 is good.
I agree with you. I don't think 5-2 is good
Oh,
either.
you didn't take my necro?
I did not take your necro.
Okay.
I apologize for any confusion or frustration that this may have directly or indirectly caused. Oh, did you see that pro play, though? I mean, I don't think... I'm going to give myself a little bit of credit for this. I wanted to get a storeroom and a tunnel on this shuffle, yeah? But, like, I didn't see my hovel last hand. Saw it this hand. Boom! Oh, yeah!
So you're going the storeroom tunnel route.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
Interesting.
That was the other thing I considered.
Like apothecary and storeroom.
And highway.
Necro is the village.
And highway.
But Necro is the village.
Yeah.
I'm bad at gauging how powerful tunnel is. Let's watch you wipe the floor with me.
Okay, so... I think I just want to get the apothecary here. And so I don't want to trigger this shuffle. Well, you connected. I guess you're pretty favored to do that most of the time.
I did. Got to see my storeroom on turn 5.
I guess that's a big deal, is seeing the storeroom sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Few options. Spend the spoils, get a gold or a hoard. Not spend the spoils, get a storeroom or a tunnel. I only have one storeroom. I sort of would like to have a second, but that's for next hand, right? What is their next hand?
You also have another option, which maybe I shouldn't point out to you, but spend the spoils, get a storeroom and a tunnel.
Oh, hey, yeah, I could do that. Next hand, there is a spoils in there. No tunnel. I'm likely to hit gold anyway, without the plus buy. Oh yeah, doing a both of them seems kind of good. At least getting the storeroom, and I feel like spending the spoils right now is pretty good. Yeah, let's go for that. Thanks, bro.
You're welcome, brah.
You know, bro, you're like the best bro ever, bro.
Okay. What do I want?
That gold should have been a horde.
No, really, what do I want?
Um, menagerie.
I think so, actually.
I was kidding.
I don't really want anything. I think Menagerie's better than nothing. I think, actually, I don't know. You
Not
can't draw it with an
necessarily.
apothecary,
Mhm.
but I think my deck is going to be
Double copper.
different enough that
Oh, wowzers.
mm,
I don't know that this shuffle could have gone any worse.
and I got an apothecary at the end of all that. I'm pretty proud of myself.
You should be. I mean, that's a real accomplishment.
Hey, I got through my whole deck and bought an apothecary.
So core, bro.
Hmm.
Oh wow, that was awful.
Is there any way that I can swing this? I don't think so. One, two, three, four, five, six. Great.
Storm, discard, necro. Oh, look at that. Now I have 8.
8?
Yeah, actually 8. Uh, I could get a horde.
You could. You could get a horde and an estate.
Oh yeah, there's great synergy there.
There is. Interesting. You know what I always say?
If it feels good, do it.
I was going to say YOLO, but whatever.
Do you always say YOLO?
Only when I'm trolling people.
It's nice to know that you care.
Now, do I want to draw that hovel or not?
Wow, my dropped frame rate is like 53%.
I don't think I do. Maybe I should have gotten a second potion? I don't believe in it. So is he going to go for double tunnel here? He goes for double tunnel.
Oh yeah.
Because it feels good? So you're doing it?
It did feel pretty good. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
You
well,
set that up
I
with your
did.
last apothecary?
I did set that up, in fact.
You just made your own shuffle luck.
You
Like,
might
literally.
you might say that.
Yeah.
In fact,
What is
you
this?
you just did say that.
Yes. FYI, your video is coming in and out. It's currently offline. Yeah, I know that, and there's nothing I can do about it. And you probably can't hear me say that because my video is so bad. Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Ooh, are you gonna live the dream?
That's the idea.
Wow, you actually lived the dream. You are currently living the dream. You discarded the apothecary
So
to
that I could
trigger your
activate.
menagerie?
Yeah.
Oh, you had another one in your hand. All right. Well done. Nicely done. Couple of the old highway Rooskies there.
Highway Rooski.
Highway Aruski. Yeah, you heard it. You heard it here first, guys.
This is disgusting.
Ooh, that's not what you want to see.
No, it really, really isn't. So I have one more apothecary in my deck. I've used both my menageries. So... Okay. Great! Guess what my last card is?
It's probably your hovel. I know you really wanted to trash that this turn.
Get up to 5.
Could have been a lot worse, I guess. Come on, deck. Be good to me. Give me my other 2 tunnels. You are not my other 2 tunnels. Oh well.
Well,
7?
ooh, and not 8. Ooh.
Yeah. It's pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie. I think I just want a gold.
I think I was right.
What were you right about?
That this apothecary highway storeroom plan is much better than your plan.
Really?
Yeah.
You're kicking off every single turn.
Well, I seeded the apothecary that I couldn't draw last turn this turn.
No, that's true, but that doesn't mean you kick off.
That's true, but it helps.
It does.
There's that necropolis I've been looking for.
I think both of us have the potential to have good draws and bad draws.
That's certainly true. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. 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 Eight cards. I think this is right. I might be leaving a money on the table, but I don't actually think that matters. In fact, I'm pretty certain that doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I have way, way plenty of money. Um, yeah, let's just go for the provinces.
I can't compete with that.
Okay. So, highway, highway, apothecary, storeroom. Whew, okay. Uh, oh, well, that's just enough. Great. Yeah. Yeah, I think this plan was better. Did you mute me? I think you muted me.
Yeah, I've been talking.
Oh, have you been whining?
Not whining, just mostly confused.
Okay. What are you
I don't.
confused about?
Okay. 14 turns,
Uh-huh.
one province.
Uh-huh. I think that's
Either
below average for you.
right, but am I playing it wrong?
Well, 5-2
Oh,
doesn't help for sure. I wasn't paying that close attention to what you were doing.
okay. I guess you can chop 2 turns off of the beginning because my pillage basically did nothing.
Yeah, pretty close. I think you should maybe open storeroom anyway. But I honestly, I think this strategy is a big difference, and I think. Well, let's look and see what the chat says. Oh, let me mark down the game result first. Uh, is
Yeah,
there
there's
is there anyone in
nobody in my
chat?
chat because it's well, not in mine.
Let me look. So
Well, I can't see any of the
there
chat.
there isn't much. So all it is JSH said bcrat/fiadiddy, and then Mick Mick Q said JSH, then JSH said Mick Q, then
Oh, this sounds like really fascinating discussion here.
then Mick Q said let's play on ISO. Then JSH said uh-oh, I hope I didn't disrupt class. Then Mick Q said highway thing way better.
I've played. I was saying this to apparently no one because my stream is
You were saying
bad,
it to
but
the YouTube viewers,
I don't even know if that's gonna work. I was
or
hoping it would, but who knows? But like, I've played apothecary decks
mhm.
before, apothecary storeroom decks where I don't draw my village in time, or I don't draw apothecaries, and I just like lose turns because of that, and that didn't happen to you once.
I got pretty lucky to do that well. Like, I think my strategy is way better, and I got really lucky to beat you this badly. Like, I don't think it's that much better. I think I should win, you know, I think it should be 12 points closer or something on average.
I mean, I'm not going to argue. After seeing your thing, it's probably better than Storeroom Tunnel. I'm first to admit that I'm bad at judging power level of Tunnel. I'm also bad at judging the power level of Apothecary.
Yeah. I mean, the thing here is Menagerie is actually pretty good for it. Highway is fine for it. Apothecary, it gets off to a good start, and then Storeroom actually helps it. It goes really well.
I
Um,
I have a hard time believing that Menagerie is actually good for this deck if you're not lucky.
well, I see, but the thing is, I don't think it's that bad a luck, particularly because I was able to engineer some with the storerooms again, the storeroom synergy. Um,
I only saw you set up a turn 2 times. One of them when you had a
yeah,
dud
at
to
least two.
begin with, and you had no control over that. You just revealed 4 cards with Apothecary, and you were like, "Oh, I think I can draw one of them, and then increase the odds of Menagerie hitting." And the other one is when you couldn't draw Apothecary anyway. Like that's just what happens. Like I don't know what you did to increase.
Well, the to kick off from the start, you mean at the start of a turn that I kicked off like every
Sure,
turn?
sure.
Because I mean I set up pretty much every turn, maybe not every, but a lot of turns, almost every turn. I set up a menagerie for 3, like mid late in the turn, with a storeroom.
But you have to find your Necro in order to do it. If you don't
Yeah,
find your Necro,
that's true.
you're screwed.
But
And so like
but
your Necro
apothecary
has to.
apothecary helps you find that because you can reorder. Yeah, I mean it shouldn't be every turn. I agree.
How many cards in your deck do Apothecary draw versus not draw? Like what's the expected draw of your Apothecary? Like 1 copper? 2 coppers?
Well, let's see. Hold on. My final deck composition is so I have 7 coppers and a potion, and can I ignore the province I bought my last turn?
Yeah.
Okay,
You
great.
can you can say there's 3 provinces in your deck.
Okay. So if I had 3 provinces, I would have 1, 4, 5, 12, 13, 15, 18,
23
28.
versus 8. So out of 4 cards you see, you expect to draw one of them.
Um, so it's 8 out of 27 is I expect to draw
8 out of 27?
drawable cards because I think it's 28, right? But then I've played the apothecary.
8 out of 28. Oh, sure. Okay. So like 1.3.
Yeah, plus the cantrip. Plus, I'm specifically trying to play my apothecaries at the right time. I want to maximize. Like, if I have 3 dead cards on top of my hand, this is the great thing about having other cantrips with them, is I'm playing, or dead cards, I mean non-drawing cards. I want to play cantrip, cantrip, and then play my apothecary to draw the last non-copper,
Right.
non-potion card I know about.
Right, and that's just as likely to happen as your Apothecary is to see those when you have coppers in your hand. I found that in practice, I've played like a lot of Apothecary games, and like that's just as likely.
What's just as likely?
You have a hand of all coppers in an Apothecary. You play your Apothecary, and you see 4 things you can't draw. Like that's the same odds, right?
As having 4 other things and having my apothecary and then drawing 4 coppers?
As having something in your hand that you can use to draw. Because regardless of how many coppers you draw, you only get so many of those.
So many of coppers?
So many things that aren't copper. So many things that can draw a card. Can't.
Sure. But I have very few cards in my deck that neither draw cards nor are cantrips. Particularly with storeroom to help. Like, don't get me wrong, I should not kick off as often as I did. I was doing it absolutely every turn, and I should have dud it out, I don't know, twice maybe, after I started picking up steam. I actually did dud out the last hand, but I had 4 highways, so that wasn't actually relevant, obviously. But but yeah, storeroom and other cantrips help it a lot because I didn't need any. I didn't have to buy any or basically any cards that didn't. I never got a card that didn't draw a card or was drawn by Apothecary until I bought 3 provinces in a turn.
Okay. I just figured out what you were saying.
Yeah,
And I
that was
feel
really
like
confusing.
and
I know.
I feel like that's really lucky.
Well, I was never going to buy any other card. That's why I was like, I had 3. I'm like, well, I don't want anything other than Menagerie
But
because
you're trying to convince me that like this kind of luck is guaranteed,
no,
and
no, no, no,
I'm
no, no,
trying
no,
to.
no. No, I should have done it out. I think 2 more times than I did. I would guess if I played this 100 times, I would be on average about 2 turns slower.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Okay. I guess.
I got lucky. I don't. The way you're saying it, you think I got like perfect luck, and I didn't.
Oh, well, how could you have gotten better luck?
Well, I could have gotten Apothecary faster.
What, did you not hit it till turn 5?
I. Oh, I got it turn 4, but like I could have had storeroom turn 3 is going to speed me up basically my whole deck a turn. Um,
Sure.
I didn't play my Apothecary until turn 7. I didn't play my first Apothecary.
Hmm.
Like, don't get me wrong, I still got good luck overall, but
Okay.
and I
The
mean,
the other
more to my point, I think I'm supposed to be 2 turns slower on average. I still think that beats what you were doing.
yeah, the other long discussion we can have is how do you play storeroom tunnel better than what I did? I mean, there's a
Yeah,
whole there too.
I'm not. I'd have to go back and look at that better because I wasn't paying as close attention and I couldn't see your hands. Um,
Right.
it's kind of tricky. I think the thing with storeroom tunnel is it's very good in terms of longevity, but it's not that fast out of the gate.
Okay. I guess I believe that.
Um, I mean, I seriously sat there for a minute or two at the start trying to think, but then I thought about it and I'm like, well, I just think I'm going to be triple. I think that the apothecary deck's going to be triple provincing too fast. The only thing I was worried about was I knew I was going to get more provinces than you. It was going to be, what is it going to be, 6 tunnels or something that's enough to overcome that. But I don't think in practice you really can get that many tunnels. I mean, you got 4, which I think was at least close to the right amount, but it's going to be hard for you to go get 5 and 6.
No, I had enough $7 hands. I could have done it.
I mean, I guess you could have. But with as explosive as I was, like, doing that is not going to, because it's going to be slower to get to your provinces more. It's just kind of tricky on how to sequence things. I don't know, maybe there's a way, but it's not just some dumb, simple strategy like people would make it out to be. Um, like, there is actually a lot of nuance. And,
There should be a lot of nuance to every strategy. That's
well, that's not
the
true, but
difference between noobs and really good players. And you say that's not true, and I say, sir, you are
but
wrong.
but most strategies, I agree with you. There's a lot of nuance. There's some that there's really not, but most of them, yeah.
Do you want to play more Dominion?
I do.